Having received the required majority vote, a proposed substitute ordinance 2014-0394 as amended is adopted. Congratulations to all of you.
The council takes our responsibility to write the budget very seriously. After the executive transmits his proposed budget to us, we really start at square one in reviewing that, deciding what our priorities are, and also making sure we're listening to the public. This year we held 5 separate public hearings around the county.
It's all open to the public. They can respond in any way that they want and get information to us. Sometimes at the grocery store. I saw it on TV and I want you to know about this.
This was my first year on the council and first time through the budget process, and I was very pleasantly surprised at how transparent and open the process was.
I think for a government of our size, we do more public outreach and work with our stakeholders and our partners to leverage the dollars and to maximize the amount of service that we get.
You know, the biggest challenge we faced walking into this year's budget was the proposal to close public health clinics. Currently, King County has 10 public health clinics, and when the department made its recommendation to the executive, it was to close 4 of those. By the time the executive sent us the budget, he had found cost savings and some local governments contributing to save 2 of those, but still closing 2. And the council worked equally as hard in partnering with local governments and in scrubbing the public health budget to identify the resources to keep those clinics open at least into the biennium. The real important thing here is that whether it's the county providing those services or nonprofits, that the services are still being provided, and that continues to be the case, but we need to work really hard over the next year or 2 to find cost-effective ways to make sure the services continue to be delivered.
So the main changes this year were reinstating the domestic violence unit. And I was very excited about that. First of all, we don't have as many officers as I'd like to have in the unincorporated area. But when we do have officers tied up for a domestic violence call, when they need to be making safety plans and making sure that the family's safe, then they're not out on patrol. So now we will have a specialized unit who can make those plans and delve deeper into making sure the family is safe, and then free up other officers to be back on patrol. So that was the sheriff's #1 thing that he wanted to see added, and I was really pleased we were able to do that.
And I'm most proud of the fact that we were able to find a path forward that allowed all existing bus service to continue. The buses will keep running while we maintain an adequate reserve. This wasn't easy, but I think maintaining bus service is critical as our county continues to see an increase in population. So many people, students, seniors, commuters rely upon bus service to get around, and it also gets cars off the roads. There's less congestion for people driving. So finding a way to make sure that our bus service continues at its existing levels is a real highlight of this budget.
So there were a lot of good things. We also put $6 million more into the roads fund, which I'm very happy about. However, we need $250 million more a year. And because of annexations, there just aren't enough taxpayers paying into the roads account. They've all become parts of cities. And now there are not enough people to pay for the roads that are the 1,500 miles of roads in King County.
The big challenges, they were all big challenges. This was, I think, a very responsible budget, but it was a budget that was all about tough choices.
Our expenses, our inflation, is growing faster than the revenue coming into the county.
The cities have B&O taxes, business and occupation taxes, they have utility taxes, and we don't have any of those taxes. So with less money, we need to do the same functions for our citizens.
Because we only have the revenue tools provided to us by state government, and they're currently inadequate to meet the needs of the people of King County.
How can you possibly weigh up public health versus public safety versus transit versus the environment, basic services? But we did that, and we were able to make some priorities. We couldn't say yes to everything, but we took what we heard from our stakeholders, our citizens, our partners, and said, okay, these are the things that matter to you, and here's how we're going to put them in the budget. And it may not be everything you want, but we're focusing on the core potential.
We do a great job of utilizing lean management techniques and making hard choices, but the costs of providing the same level of services are increasing faster than the revenue coming into the county.
In a challenging financial time for the county and how counties are funded by our state government, I think King County has done an exceptional job in managing our resources, providing for our citizens, and maintaining our AAA bond rating. I think this is a very strong budget meeting our needs to the best of our ability.